Hello and welcome back, my natural moisturizers. How you doing today? It's your friend Chris, and we're doing half cash mode today. I haven't played half cash mode in a really long time, and I feel like you guys. I've actually had a lot of people come to me and they're like, "Chris, what the heck? I can't beat it. You know, I've got a lot of monkey knowledge. I really don't want to have to use my special." Bonus towers or anything like that. I feel like I need to use the skill to beat it, right? So I'm going to try and walk you guys through a decent way to do half cash mode without too much effort here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a Dart Monkey start here. I'm going to put him right over here. And one thing I want to point out to you guys is that lives shouldn't matter that much. If you got to sacrifice a little bit in the early game here to get a lot bit in the late game, just do it. You know, like, especially on these easier levels, man, like, who cares? Even especially if they're shielded lives, don't feel like they're that important, alright? I mean, we just earned them right back. Sure. Alright, I know what you're thinking. We wasted a little bit of money right there. We could have earned more money. True, we could have earned more money. But $3 is not really a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. $4! Oh no, the red balloon sneaking through our defense. If it allows us to get our hero a little bit faster in here, it's going to matter a lot in the long run. So here we go. We're going to do Quincy over here. Pretty much right next to the Dart Monkey here. And the nice thing about getting Quincy is he's fairly cheap compared to a lot of the other heroes, and he's great for pretty much all types of balloons throughout the game. He's going to have cam detection pretty quick. He's going to have lead popping power eventually. He can't get it for around 28, but he can get it pretty quickly after that. And then he's actually a pretty decent amount of popping power, like, throughout the entire game. You know, like, he's not bad at all, and he's always going to be really accurate. Like, balloons are not going to be sneaking through very easily against us. One main thing that he allows us to do is he allows us to farm a little bit in the early game here, which I've seen a lot of people sort of argue on whether or not farms are good to use in this game or bad to use in this game. Basically, when you think about building a farm, you got to think that you're spending over $1,000 here, $1,200, $25 here, and you're not going to get that money back for another roughly 20-something rounds, 23, 24 rounds, something like that. So this can be kind of troublesome for us on some of the harder rounds in the early game, but we're not usually going to lose in the early game, right? That's not usually what's going to happen. We're going to usually lose in the late game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be building at least one farm here. I don't think I'm going to go much further than that. We'll see how things go, but I think one farm is pretty important for me to use here. You can tell Quincy absolutely bossing it up right now. Now, I will say that I also do have a lot of monkey knowledge. I actually have, I believe, every single possible monkey knowledge upgrade that will help me without using any special bonuses here and without having the road spikes in the back. Everything else I do have. So, if you don't have that, well, this might affect your gameplay a little bit. You know, make sure you got your hero upgrades all the way. Make sure you got the free Dart Monkey going in here. That's really important for us. We didn't have to spend any starting money here to start off the game. We just basically spent all of our money on Quincy, is what we did. If you didn't notice, that's how it went down. And don't forget, you've also got your ability here, man. Feel free to use that guy as you see fit. Luckily, Quincy on this map, extra especially good, because he's got basically almost 4 spots where you can hit the balloons. 1 through here, 2 through there, 3 through there, and then still gets that last little spot right there before they sneak through. Anyways, it's banana farm time. What's the hotkey for that? H. Alright, I gotta use the hotkeys here, guys. Now, sadly, because I'm a loser, I'm gonna be, not using an Insta Monkey, but I'm gonna be using a Banana Farmer. I'm a loser like that. Yeah, I know. But basically, you can see we spent $1,275 on this guy. You're going to see how long it's going to take us to actually get this money flowing in here. In the meantime, though, we got to start getting a little bit more defense up. We can't survive with just Quincy over here. He's not going to be enough, man. So I'm going to pop a Ninjin. A Ninjin! I don't know why, but I just really like the name Ninjin. I'm going to put him over here, too. Alright, actually next to basically all of my towers here, and I'm hoping that once I get him up to Ninja Discipline, he can reach down here. And especially when I finally get him up to Alchemist and stuff like that, we can do an even better job. So again, we are starting to lose some lives. Don't worry about it too much, man. I know it might be scary here, but it's not going to be the end of the world. You'll be fine. You know, don't lose 100 lives, but it's okay to lose a couple here and there. With Ninja Discipline, we can reach those balloons, and we got cam detection now. The next thing we need to worry about, though, is, like I said, lead balloons. I don't believe Quincy's going to get up in time We'll see. If he does, fantastic, man. If not, I'm going to have to pop down a quick little Alchemist. But in the meantime, I'm going to be farming a little bit. Alright? So let's see. Looks like it's not going to happen. No, there's no way it's going to happen. Alright, so we're going to pop down an Alchemist as our next tower here. He's going to be our lead popping power, believe it or not. Heck yeah, man. Alright, let's do it, dude. Lead popping power for the win. Cheap lead popping power for the win. We're going to put him right next to our ninja here, and we're going to put him on strong. Seriously? Then once we finally get our Alchemist going over here, he's going to power up the ninja even further, even more than usual over here. Alright. Good, 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 good. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the greater production on this banana farm, and then cutting them off. Alright, I'm cutting myself off. I'm not allowed to farm any more than that, man. Because like I said, it's going to take a long time to make that money back over here, guys. Long time. Ooh, Quincy's getting angry now. I always get explosive shots, though. This is why we have Quincy, though. He is a great tower just to pop the regular Bloons for a pretty long time in the game over here. He's not unstoppable. He's not unbeatable or anything like that, but he's just good. He's got cam detection. He's got all the bases covered here. The main thing we're going to do is we're going to upgrade our ninja a little bit, and we're going to get our heli pellet going as well, which is also going to be in range of the Alchemist over here, I might add. Winkety wink. The heli pellet's really nice because he's extra specially cheap here. You know, we've got half-price military towers for our first military tower only. Some people might be thinking mortar or monkey ace, or even if you're crazy, if you want to go for the sniper, like, sure, I mean, if you want to, that's fine. But the heli pellet, best bang for your buck, like, by far. So here we go, we're going to put him just right next to the Alchemist. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to lock him in place for now. Feel free to, like, you know, make him move around or however the heck you want him to actually be in here, but I'm just going to lock him in place until we get the pursuit, basically. So we're going to get quad darts, we're going to get pursuit, let him fly around on his own. And I am going to be upgrading my ninja a little bit further here. The next problem round, though, is definitely going to be round 40. The Moab. The Moab is not easy. No matter who you are, man, it's not an easy thing to take down. So we got him on pursuit as well. And just because I really, really like it, we're going to get faster firing. And yeah, I'll just get faster darts just because. Alright, I know it doesn't really do much, but I'll get it anyways, man. Next on the agenda, though, is almost always get your Alchemist going. If you can get a strong Alchemist, you're gonna rock the Bloons. For some reason, and I don't really understand why, but having just one Alchemist on the screen powering up two of the, if you get two of the right towers in the game, you're gonna be doing fantastic here, man. So we go. Here's the Moab class Bloon. This is where pursuit and everything is going to actually come into play here. We got everything. All of our towers actually do a good job against the Moab class Bloon now. We're going to wait just a few seconds, and we're going to wait until the Bloons pop out. Then we're going to use Quincy's ability. You want to do it on the Moab. You want to do it on the Bloons inside here. And it looks like we do take them down still. 100 lives. And believe it or not, actually 25 shielded lives here too. Somehow magically, I ended up with, I believe, I lost all of my shield lives, but I didn't lose any of my real lives here. As goofy as that is. Here's the Berserker Brew. A little bit more for the stronger stem. And then I think I'm going to pop in a quick, I'm going to get this guy up to probably 4th tier, and then pop in a quick wizard or something like that. But you see, the Bloons are still kind of a problem at this point. Now, okay, let's see. Has the banana farm paid for itself? No, it hasn't even paid for itself yet, guys. Not even close to paying for itself yet. That's a pretty big deal, actually, sadly. But now we got a super-powered heli pilot, and we're about to get a super-powered ninja here as well. We didn't have double shot on this guy yet, man. He's not even up to 4th tier. We're going to get this guy all the way up to 4th tier for him to his true power to actually come out right now. I will say that I believe that half cash mode is probably one of the most difficult game modes to not use any extra bonuses on. You know, I know chimps mode on this game, on this level really isn't bad at all. You know, like, you can rock it. But to beat chimps mode on the even on like some of the hardest levels, it's difficult. Don't get me wrong, but it's still possible. Half cash mode, I strongly believe that on some of the hardest levels in the game, you cannot do half cash mode without using any special bonuses or any of the powers. You have to use powers basically if you wanna live. Now, at this point of the game, because it takes, like, again, about 20-something rounds to actually pay for itself, if I did decide to buy this banana plantation, it would pay for itself, alright? I could do that. But I just feel like it's not worth it. I feel like I'm better off just playing it safe at this point in the game. So what's the next thing we want to buy? Again, the 4th tier ninja. Bam! Get him going. I told you guys that the wizards are actually pretty reasonable towers these days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in a... Let's see where we can put them. Let's put them right... Put them... This is not a perfect wizard level, is it? Okay, we're going to pop him right here, and we're going to get this guy up to Wall of Fire with Intense Magic. I'm also going to get the Monkey Sense here, just because I feel like camp protection might end up being an issue, because I'm not going to be building a Monkey Village at all. I'm going to use the Arrow Storm on round 78, if I need to pop the camos for that round. But at this point, the next big round that's going to be an issue for us is going to be round 63, so we're going to have to pop the grouped balloon somehow. That's where this wizard's going to come in at least a little bit. That's where... What else do we need to get here? I'm thinking... Now you can kind of go wherever you want. Like, this is like your starting strategy. This is going to work out very, very well for you in the long run. But it's still not going to be unbeatable, right? We still need to pop some other towers in here that can still pop all the freaking balloons. So... Let's see. One tower that's really interesting is the border here. I kind of want to do them. Should we do them? Oh, let's do them. Let's do it to it, man. We're going to pop him, put him right here. We're going to put his little explosion thing right in the middle of all this. We're going to get faster reload, rapid reload. We're going to get heavy shells and artillery battery all the way on top of it. Now we get a super duper fast shooting, exploding mortar right here. It's not over yet though. We're going to have to alchemize this guy if we want to be good at all, right? It's kind of sad, but now you got to decide whether you want to get the Bernie stuff on this thing, or you want to go for the bigger blast on it. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not really sure which one's better. I think I'm going to go for bigger blast and Bloon Buster just to get the double layers, like, guaranteed on myself. I know that the Bernie stuff can do more damage, technically, and it's more accurate as well, but I'm going to go for yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is also going to help out a bunch for round 63 as well, which is a pretty painful level for us, as you guys probably know by now. 63 is not exactly an easy. The nice thing about this one, too, though, is I can move them around a little bit. If things ever really get crazy, I can move them over to this layer down here, or I can move them all the way over to the back here. The balloons are going to sneak through. Alright, so that was round 63. This is big chunks of ceramics, guys. If you haven't noticed, we're going to use Quincy's ability for the second one, and then for the third one, we're going to use the Arrow Storm. Kablamo! Take these things down. And that's going to allow us to get the stronger stim on this mortar over here, which is going to power up him even further, man. Do not underestimate the ability of the Alchemist to power up weird towers like this guy. It surprisingly does do a good job. Alright, now, but he's shooting so fast that his alchemy is actually going to wear off. It's kind of interesting. But I have the Alchemist here. If I want to, I can power up other towers as well. For example, if I got a cannon, or even a monkey ace, or something like that, I could power them up, which is honestly exactly what I'm feeling today, guys. I'm feeling them. If you guys don't know, the bottom path monkey ace got a pretty big buff recently. Centered path's kind of garbage, to be honest. I prefer the circle or pretty much anything but the centered path. It's just too big. If they make the centered path just a little bit smaller, things would be so much more reasonable. Anyways, now is the time when you got to decide when can you not defend anymore. When do you need to get rid of your banana farm? The banana farm has for sure paid for himself by now, and then if we sell him, we get the $1,860 on top of that. So really, we made an extra $3,000 to $4,000 with this single banana farm here. That might not seem like all that much, but $3,000 to $4,000 can make you win or lose the game. Alright, never miss targeting. Faster shooting, and he's powered up with the Alchemist too. Don't forget about that damage boost and everything's pretty important here. We're going to get the rapid fire and the loads more darts here as well. And if you actually look at the pop count here, though, it's not going to be too bad, man. I mean, it goes up pretty drastic right there. The more balloons that are on the screen, the better you're basically going to be. And then if we really wanted to get crazy here, we could probably save up for the Spectre, man. I don't think we'll be able to get it. $25,000, it's going to be too expensive for us. So instead, let's just buy some random lower level towers that can help us out a little bit. Alright, I think we're going to go for it, guys. We're going to go for a low-level glue gunner here. Just a low level. We're going to get a glue soak, corrosive glue, bigger globs, and glue splatter. Splatter? Sextupling our popping power. I don't know why I like that word so much, but I do. It's going to help out against the Bloons a little bit again. And hopefully, the Bloons that pop out of the Moabs as well, which is one of my main concerns right now. Plus, it's going to help us out even further on round 76, 78, and maybe even like the Bloons that pop out of round 80 or something like that. Alright, what else can we combine in here to help ourselves out a little bit? Like I said, camo detection might end up being like a little bit of a pain here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add another mortar here, actually. Put him right in the middle here. Right in this little nook of the woods. And we're going to go for the bottom path signal flare this time around. Like I said, we don't need full-out cam detection, but just having a little bit of extra something can really give us that extra boost that we're looking for here. Alright, still rocking it so far. Let's get rapid reload on this guy. Oh my goodness gracious, Luna. I'm sorry, guys. If you haven't noticed, whenever I'm making videos when Amanda gets home, Luna's gonna bark like crazy. It's just part of the world here. So we're gonna use his ability really quick just to knock down these Bloons. Don't forget, Quincy's leveling up every single round over here, basically. He's whoa, rapid chop doing 4 times attack speed and cooldown is reduced. What? Heck yeah, dude. So we go. This is the one that I'm a little bit worried about, though. Round 78 here, guys. The nice thing is if you use your ability here at the first part of round 78, you can still get it back in time for the second time around when the camo Bloons come out for round 78 as well. That's the nice thing about this one. They gave you a lot of time, give you some ability time back. Other than that, the round 78 really isn't that difficult. It's all about those 2 sets of Bloons. So here we go. We got it back. We can go kablamo and kablamo. Make sure we take those guys down. And now we got a lot of money again. What are we going to spend it on? Let's do something goofy here. Let's go for, let's see. Let's go for a super monkey right here. Just something sort of small, sort of helpful, sort of beefy over here. The reason why I like super monkeys is if you have any extra Alchemist powers, I suppose, the super monkeys become about 9 times as strong as they normally are, so it can really make a big difference here. That's round 79, and here's round 80, the final round here for half cash mode. We do it. No lives lost somehow. Don't know how. No real lives lost, at least. Pulled it off here. Still got Quincy's abilities here. I would not use them on the higher class Bloons. I would wait until they're the lower class Bloons. You know, at least BFBs, but preferably Moabs. Even more preferably, probably the Bloons here. Use both abilities to take them all down, and we are victorious, my friends. You've stopped those nasty Bloons right there. Half cash mode is not as bad as you probably think. Oh, we never sold the banana farm either. We could have had another extra $2 grand right there to work with. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure you press that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the little bell button to get notified of my videos. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.